I was wondering, are you following the R. Kelly stuff?
Oh, well, not really. I haven't watched that show, but he's seems like a true villain, I guess, huh?
Yeah, he is, but I'm totally surprised how it's possible for someone to live a life like that.
I know.
And,
people do
perhaps.
terrible things. People do terrible things every day, and somehow they've created a structure around them where they can be isolated, insulated from any kind of repercussions somehow. It seems so exhausting.
But are then people are all people dependent on him, or afraid to speak out? Or
that could be because some of these people create a life. They create a living for a lot of people, and it's sort of like when you're it's very easy to look from the outside and say, well, I would not stand for this, but everybody is their own person, and they have their own problems and their own worries and their own anxieties about what if I'm working for R. Kelly and I'm like, if I leave this situation, I'm totally out in the middle of the street now. I'm not saying that you shouldn't.
I just watched it 6 episodes in a row, and it's been on my mind all day long.
I'll check it out. Is it good? Is it well made? Is it well made?
Yeah.
Okay.
Except that it's a bit sensationalized. So I don't like when they turn a villain into a super villain with ominous music and everything.
Okay.
Because you're telling a real story.
Right. You don't need that. Just give us the fact. Just the facts, ma'am.
Yeah.
Man.
Is there a show?
Where do you find the show? Where is it? On Netflix?
I found it on YouTube. It's simply everywhere on YouTube.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad they're not getting any copyright infringements for just posting a TV show.
No, I don't think so. But perhaps it's being deleted. But right now, if on YouTube we put R. Kelly, but you're at the end of the show. I have a question that could lead to a lot of discussion. Can I ask it, or do you think it's for another time?
Go ahead. We have 4 minutes left. If not, we can pick it up on it next
But it's on the issue. Sometimes I wonder. Some of my favorite comedians, and perhaps the favorite comedians from the past. I used to be a big fan of Ricky Gervais, but and then in my opinion, he turned a bit sour.
Yeah.
And I get a bit annoyed when comedians frame the issue of. Sometimes I think they're being a bit of a crybaby when their jokes are received with backlash, and you have one fool in the audience that shouts out that he doesn't like a joke, and then I don't like it when the comedian becomes plays the victim of a joke that was badly received because.
Well, I don't think I think I've seen his stand-up. I don't personally think he's funny. I mean, the
last one was awful.
I love his shows, but I don't think he's a stand-up comic. I think he's just like has found a revenue stream where people come to the show because he's so famous. But I think he's a pretty widely regarded amongst comedians as not a stand-up comedian.
No, perhaps not. But he's done some good stuff with Stephen Merchant writing The Office. So I held him in very high regard.
Oh, The Office is the greatest, but there's a missing ingredient there that people don't get talked about. That's Stephen Merchant.
Carell.
Yeah, of course, Stephen Merchant.
And Steve Carell
has a high profile, but he's one of the writing talents.
Yeah. So, anyways. Yes, I don't know what else to say to that except.
This is going to lead to a big discussion. Sorry.
It did not really, but everybody.
No, I'm sorry.
Listen, if your job is to speak your mind and speak out and say whatever you want, of course there's going to be people that disagree with you.
But accept that there's backlash and that.
Yeah.
If one fool in the audience doesn't like a joke, it doesn't mean that the entire of society has become against comedians or something.
No. Listen, there's plenty of free speech. Everyone gets all uptight that people's free speech is getting censored. No, it's the opposite.
All the backlash is just an indicator.
There's going to be companies that don't want to be associated with certain people. I understand that. That's their right too. Okay.
And then let me just say one more thing. I really love the live streams you do on Instagram. And I
was playing music the other day. I was playing some piano.
You just play what people ask.
I wish I was a better piano player.
You should look into Roy Orbison. It wouldn't matter.
Oh, I've never heard of him. Well, tell me a little bit about him. Does he have full sight? Does he have full 20/20 vision?
That would be my about him. But once you look into him, he's very impressive. He had a band.
Well, I only listen to people, with the exception of Stevie Wonder and I guess Ray Charles. I only enjoy musicians who are fully sighted, have full 2020
Roy
sight.
Orbison had a band with Bob Dylan, Tom Waits, Elvis Costello, and whoever. so it's worth looking into.
I'll look at, but listen, if he's one of these guys who's blind or has trouble seeing, he's probably not going to be for me.
He's
okay.
not.
Anyways,
thanks for taking my call.
All right, I love you, and I love Brussels. You know, God bless. What's up with you guys banning kosher and halal meats? That's pretty lame.
In Belgium?
Yeah. No?
They're not doing that.
I thought that was somewhere. I thought that was. I think I'm right. But anyways,
there's
you're
always
wrong.
a bit of discussion. Sometimes they don't like the burkas and everything. You know, there's. But it's not because Donald Trump says we're a hellhole that we're a hellhole.
No, I know. You're a wonderful place. Listen, thank you, everybody. Welcome back. It's 2019. We're going to make some good shows this year. And we're going to have fun. We're going to keep talking. We're going to work it out.